Hey there, everyone. Welcome to today. Welcome to our session today. We'll be working through a somatic practice, short and sweet one, to help us release any anger that might be stuck in the body. Oftentimes, anger is suppressed, especially if you are a woman. We are often taught to suppress our anger through life and to embrace the more gentle side of things, which I certainly enjoy much better. However, if we don't know how to process our anger and bring it in and through our creative release in the world, it can get stuck in the body. And of course, that can start to affect things like, well, our quality of life overall, because it's going to affect your digestion, the way that you sleep, the way that you eat, the foods that you choose to eat. And of course, it affects the way that we feel in our heart space if we're hanging on to a lot of anger. This can also affect the way that we breathe. And all of these things, of course, also affect the way that we interact with other people. So we'll be moving through a few simple things to help us release any suppressed anger that might be in the body, and then also connect into our creative energies in the body and release anything out that's no longer serving. Yeah? All right, so let's get into it. So the first one, just think of releasing everything out through your arms. And we want our knees bent here so that we can protect the spine, because of course, remember that overall our somatic movement practice is more gentle, but this movement in particular is a little bit more intense, but we still want to offer ourselves that combination of support and softening. Okay, so let's inhale, the arms just reach up, kind of lazy, and the exhale, we relax down and just kind of throw our arms down and back, and then we come up, let it go, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Stay with the breath. And then just start to kind of come up a little less, like you're getting a little lazier as your muscles feel warm. And come all the way down. Let your fingers touch the ground and just kind of rock the fingers and the hips side to side. And keep doing this. So really all you're doing is just dragging your hands side to side as you shift your weight between the right and left side of the body. Your hands will naturally draw a figure eight shape. And come to stillness, still in a forward fold. Option to keep your feet the same distance or go a little bit wider. Not super wide. Your toes can turn out a bit though, if you like. See what feels best for you. And then same thing, you're shifting your weight, except now you're bending into your knees and sliding your hands. Let your upper body feel kind of lazy here. So the movement is being led by the legs. And then come all the way to center. Gently adjust your feet so they're underneath the shoulders. Toes are pointing out so you can easily sit your hips down in a squat and bring your hips all the way down to the mat. Soles of feet together so the knees are a little further apart. We let them drop heavy here. Hands reach forward, and we keep a small amount of movement as we exhale to rock back and forward, back and forward. So the movement is familiar, but we've got our knees more open here. If you have a lot of, clunking around happening in your movement, move to the space where you don't have that. So for me, if I roll too far forward, I start rolling over my sit bones. And we're aiming to get the rocking sensation toward the hips. So when I keep my navel drawn in and feel the sensation of leaning back a bit more and letting my chest just kind of naturally bounce back forward, that allows me to keep the awareness more onto the cossack sacral area. And again, it keeps the navel drawing up and in so that we have that deep awareness pulling in and through our root and sacral chakras. So while we're here for the next few rounds, you can even think of your pelvic floor just gently pulling in, and likely it already is just naturally as you lean back, it'll pull in a little bit more because all the muscles are working here. But you're kind of lazy about it. Isn't it great? I think so. And then nice and easy, come all the way to stillness. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Just relax over your thighs for a moment. And then we'll sit all the way up so that we can lay the upper body down. Shoulder blades are flat. So your arms, they can just be relaxed wherever is comfortable. I'm resting my hands just on my belly, but out to the sides is fine too. So see what you like. Familiar movement, but it's a bit different. So bring your knees in and cross your left ankle over your right. So we're not using our hands on the knees. We keep the feet flexed, and now think about stirring a pot with your heels. Whatever direction you go is great. We're drawing circles as we stir the pot with the heels. Around and around. You might get some adjustments here in the back of your hips. And draw the circle the other way. So you're using your heels to draw a circle, imagining like you're stirring a big cauldron. Because why not? That's fun. Beautiful. And then come all the way to center and stillness. Switch the cross of the ankles. And once again, start your stirring action. And it doesn't matter which direction you start, as you know, we'll do both. So just go where your body wants to go first. And your breathing is just natural. You're not trying to control it. You're letting it breathe you. Switch directions with the feet. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And remember, like, adjustments and all kinds of stuff can come out doing this. I know, like, for me right now, everything's pretty smooth, but I do this stuff regularly. So in the beginning, though, it wasn't so smooth. I can tell you that. It was like crack, crack, crack. Little pops, little adjustments, and I still get them. I just got a nice one right there. And then nice and easy, let's come all the way to center. Let the soles of the feet come down to the mat. Inner edges of the feet are touching. And slowly let your knees just drop open a bit. And then just hold them here. You might get little shakes. And we'll hang out, let the shakes happen. If the shakes don't happen for you, you can just stay in stillness where you are, or think of pressing the inner edges of your feet a little closer together to help to activate some release along the groin area and into the hips. And bring your legs to stillness. Open them a little bit more. And just hold here. See if you can hold for about 20 seconds. Again, you might get little shakes. You might get big shakes. Just let it happen. And again, if your legs don't have shake, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you don't have stuff locked in the body, but it doesn't mean, like, it's okay either way is what I'm getting at. So you can continue to hold, or you can practice pressing the inner edges of the feet into each other. Notice any shifting thoughts. Notice your breathing. And then we'll come into stillness. Let the legs drop out to the sides to your edge in a Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly pose. And then take your time, lengthen your right leg down and your left leg down. Relax your arms by your sides. And then just flick your toes forward and back to get a rocking sensation through your whole body. Rocking the heels, the sacrum, the shoulders, and the head. Keep going. Notice how your body's feeling. Notice all the spaces where you've released some gunk deep within the core, perhaps, maybe in your spine or your hips or your mind. And you can sense a little more lightness in your body and in your heart. And come to stillness and relax. Eyes are closed. Allow your body to soften here. And move nice and easy as you drag your heels along the mat to bring your knees in for a little hug. Maybe rock side to side nice and easily for a moment. And then just roll over to one side and press up into a seat that's comfortable for you. And thank you for our lovely somatic practice today. I hope you feel wonderful and enjoyed that quick little reset. We'll see you again soon. Much love. Bye.